Finally, onto the exciting part of the build, the thing everyone wants to see, the EJ20. LSTHEWORLD. Luke's going to be building this in the background while I'll be sitting here asking dumb questions. So Luke, what have we got here? 6 litre, yeah?
This is our dirty old 5.7 Series 2, I think, because it had the floating rods, like the late model floating rods and pistons in it. It's escalated a little bit. This was just going to be a bit of a stocker with a set of rings and the dunny brush, and off it went. But yeah, as they do, they always escalate. But yeah, so we've just got our engine back from machine shop. We're just doing bearing clearances. We've got our Go Fast bits, thanks to Dominator Motorsport and Burst Auto parts.
What do we got here? So this is a standard crank.
That's still standard journal size. It's been balanced. We're running standard caps. We're running a main stud. That's the block's been line honed. We've got some beautiful Dominator Motorsport I-beams. And then we've got some forged pistons to suit. I think they've got a 4cc dish in it, so we can put a pretty aggressive cam in it if we choose to. Well, these are like 10.5 to 1 stock. So we've got a 4cc dish, and then the block's been decked a little bit, and the heads have obviously been shimmed, shaved. So the comp will still somewhere be in the 10s, but...
So this is what you've just come back from Burson's with. What have we got here?
So we've got some ACL bearings. We've just done a quick clearance check, so they're already fitted up in the rods. Race series bearings. We've got head stud kit, ARP stud kit, ARP main kit, ARP balancer bolt, same as header bolts. We've got some nice Procams timing gear, ARP bolts. That is our underdrive pulley kit. There's one balancer. I think it's 25% underdrive, is it, by memory? LS7 lifters. What else we got? We got some nice Higgins heads here.
It says Luke on it. Luke.
Which Luke? We don't know. There's a Luke on each head, so we can have one each.
And what camshaft's this? Do you know the specs?
Well, this is very secret specs. That's only because I don't know what the hell it is. And yeah, I don't know. One of my mates gave it to me and said it's decent, so bang it in.
Do you think it's going to chop? That's what I want to know.
It'll chop. If not, it'll get a ghost cam. Ghost cam tune.
Come on, this is not a barra. So this end float test is to check that the thrust is not too tight on the crank.
Yeah, totally.
So now you're taking off what, in scientific terms, is a bee's dick.
Yeah,
pretty
half
much.
A bee's dick.
Half a bee's dick.
Luke's dick. Not this Luke.
The internet's going to say you're too rough.
Rough as guts.
That's a nice looking torque wrench you got there.
It's beautiful. Thanks to King Chrome. Lovely bit of gear.
Look at the size of this torque wrench.
Mini.
So the circlip is an absolute...
We're in.
One in. It's like a straight jacket for a piston. So Luke, I'm going to leave you to it with those bloody circlips. I'll come back when there's 8 pistons in it.
Probably get bashed for not using a torque wrench on this. But
it's not like we don't have a torque wrench.
I know, a little one.
Here at FullBOOST Garage.
That's right.
There's a couple lying around. Now you're just buttoning up the engine. Got these beautiful CNC ported cylinder heads from Higgins. You were saying we're going to swap the sump from the dummy engine in the car at the moment?
Yeah, banging on this one. It's got to change the oil pickup O-ring. There's a couple of different colour O-rings.
Yeah.
And depends on the oil pump you've got. Yeah. So we've got to change the O-ring.
Just put all 3 in.
Yeah.
You were talking about doing a little modification here?
Yeah, we just did a trunnion upgrade. We got rid of the needle roller bearing. They're pretty common. They fail. They just walk themselves out over time. They're old, and they end up in your sump, and it's game over.
Game over.
Yeah.
No more LS limiter bashing. Plenty of people saying, why have you put some forged bits in it? You got the thing apart, so why not?
Yeah.
It's a lot of effort to do all this.
Totally, and it's reliability at the end of the day. Like, this thing's going to live, what, between 4.5 and 7,000 RPM.
Very nice.
Depends who's driving it.
If I was driving, it'd be at 9. For the small price for a set of rods and pistons these days, yeah, peace of mind. Click. Do you reckon we can just give this a bit of a hone and reuse it? What do you reckon?
Looks mint to me.
Yeah, it looks good. That's what happens when you boost your LS and don't check your ring gap. Yeah, so this is the oil pump O-ring. So there's two different ones. There's a red one and a blue one. And you've got to run, they're both GM parts, and you've got to run the correct seal with the correct pump.
Oh.
So if you get it wrong, catch you later, oil pressure. So we're running the VT pickup, and that comes with the blue O-ring, but we're running the LSA oil pump, and that's meant to run the red O-ring.
Okay.
So the internet tells me that this is what we use.
You realise it doesn't matter which one you use, you're wrong.
The comments will tell me otherwise, I'm sure. I'm doing it wrong, but we'll see. That fitted in there, it's an easy trick, an easy trap, because that it was a snug fit.
Perfect fit.
Yeah, it felt good. Like when I put it in, I'm like, nah, there's something, I remember this. Yeah, see, that's a tighter fit. The other one was definitely snug, and you'd very easily get caught out. Apparently, it'll cause you more issues at idle. Your oil pressure will be super low, so that's a telltale sign if you got the wrong O-ring. Especially if they're new, they're probably going to work all right.
One good thing about this sump, Luke, it's off the shelf. It's absolutely not modified, is it?
No, it fits, yeah, straight on, which is killer. I just cut the cross member to suit. It's a bit of a China special.
So you're going to fit the standard ABS module into the car, but for now we're not going to run ABS.
Yeah, I think so. But look, because that's its computer, so I'll keep the plug, put all the sensors in the hubs, and then if we choose to wire it up, at least it's there.
Yeah.
So
it's just easier because you got the OE brake lines.
Yeah, got all the OE brake lines, and it's not interfering with anything, so might as well just bang it in. Love that.
You're going to be called an animal.
I know.
Luke, the last time I saw you with this car, you were struggling with those piston pin locks. Now, I tried them, felt like I wanted to amputate my thumb and just ran out the door. So you finished it off.
I've actually chopped my finger off before, and I'd probably rather do that again than go through those stupid circlips.
Oh, they were so thick and just would not move.
Do you know we actually lost one too?
Did we?
Yeah. I had to get another one, so I don't know where that went, but anyway.
Hopefully it's not in the engine. But the engine is back in the car now. When you were putting it together last time, I think you only had 2 pistons in it.
Yeah,
so you obviously got it finished.
Yeah, we finished that off.
So a reminder, I keep calling it a 6 litre, but it is a 5.7.
It is a 5.7.
Standard comp?
Yeah, roughly. It's had the heads machined, but I put, I think, 4cc valve relief in the pistons. So that's sort of, by the time the machine and the dish and the piston, it's the same comp anyway. But I did that because I'm not sure whether we want to go boost yet.
So
if I bang it up to 13 to 1, then there's no boost.
I think it will have plenty of power at the minute.
This is going
to be a very light race car.
Yeah.
Well, fun car, I wouldn't call it a race car.
A lot of fun.
So remind us what's in this engine. You've got a set of, I think, Dominator I-beams?
Yeah, it's got Dominator I-beams, forged pistons, it's got Dominator studs. He does everything for the LSs now. Like he's started from the Baron, now he's doing all the LS stuff. Not a huge cam, I think it was a 228, 232 at about 600 lift, so it's not huge.
So it's not going to have that much chop?
It'll have a bit, it'll be all right, it'll be choppy.
I want full chop on idle.
Next engine.
A set of Higgins heads?
Yep, CNC, like an NA style port job, 66cc chamber, Did a trunnion upgrade because I got those little needle rollers in the trunnions, which as they get old and big lift camshafts, they fall out, end up in your sump, then in the pickup, and that's not a good place to be. That's like game over.
Now, a keen eye, in episode 1, you had trumpets.
Yeah, they're probably going to come back.
Yeah, okay.
But for a lot of people don't know, they're a lot of work to get set up. And like this is a full fresh build. There's a lot of work to get it running anyway, and this is just going to make it easy. So we'll fire it up on this, and then when it's tuned, we'll when it's running and smoothly, we'll put the trumpets on it. Because to balance those things, they're a bit hard.
So you've got extractors on it. You've made up twin 3-inch system?
Yeah, twin 3-inch. So these were just like they were a Chinese header, and I thought they would be close to fitting. And this side fitted pretty good, but that one, no go. So I like chopped into a million pieces and pretty much refabbed it. It came up good.
And you've got, what is it, a left-hand converted?
Yeah, so we've got a left-hand starter motor, Castlemaine rod shop left-hand starter motor kit, which it tucks to start, like it's being an American engine, they're a left-hand drive starter motor because it's in
a right-hand drive car.
Yeah, I think even doing this conversion in like an early Commodore, they still have the starter motor clashes with the steering column.
Yeah.
So it's pretty common. It just gets it out of the way. That fitted up really nicely. We've converted the water pump and whatnot to like a later model one, a VE. They're a snug.
Oh, they're a bit shorter, yeah.
Yeah, they're a bit shorter.
The other thing you've done, the gearbox is mounted properly now, and it's mounted to, I could see earlier.
Yeah, the factory mounting points. We've got a Extreedy heavy duty clutch in it. The one thing we've got working, I've hooked up the clutch master. So we're running I've had to fab up the pedal and move, because the V8's so much bigger, I've had to rearrange the clutch pedal and move a smaller master cylinder and put it on a bit of an angle, as you can see there. So the clutch pedal works now.
The main 2 tasks left on this car to probably get it fired up are obviously wiring, but also plumbing. There's no water or fuel lines in this car.
Yeah, fuel lines.
So actually, it might get fired up, but it won't be driving because there's no tail.
Yeah,
there's no tail shaft or.
No tail shaft or drive shafts.
Yeah.
So I was waiting till we're sort of at this point. I'm trying to find some GC8 R180 style hubs with the bigger spline.
If anyone's got rear STI hubs,
hit us up.
Yes, because they can be quite hard to find.
Yeah, they're a bit hard, and they'll be all right in a normal situation, but all the power is delivered to the rear. I think the normal ones, which is in this, is like a 21 spline, and the STI is 27 spline. Yeah. So, look, I've only got the 21s in my car, and they're all right, but this is going to cost a bit more than pounding.
You're pretty easy on that car.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, not this one.
Yeah, not this one. You have got the factory ABS set up in here. You are going to run it?
That's out of another car. I don't think this one had ABS. This is an early one. So I had to source all this out of another car. So I have put all the ABS in there because it'll be nice to have it. But this car has no harness, no body harness.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they're relatively simple to wire up because that's the brains over there.
Yeah.
But it's a bit beyond me.
If you know more about this, hit us up. We need some help.
Yeah, if someone can wire up that ABS pump, that'll be great.
The other thing, I saw comments asking if this was an RX or what's even the base model Impreza?
I don't know, you POV pack, I don't know.
Complete. This is a WRX.
No, this one's a WRX.
Now, in the first episode, it had standard bumpers and a standard bonnet on it, and that's because
it was going to the tip. Everything was pillage off it.
And the parts were on another Impreza. It's just that these other parts have come back on it.
Yeah.
And so this is an actual factory delivered WRX.
Yeah.
Just making the point.
Yeah.
Sick and tired of having no space to work on your car? Is your body saying, I'm too old for this? Don't have the right tools.
Shit, wrong size.
Don't be that guy. Be this guy. Hire a hoist and get access to all the right tools to work on your car. FullBOOST Garage makes life easy. Visit fullboostgarage.com.au